Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking up something later. I'll just talk to my friend about it. But I'll see if Xbox has recording, because I know I'm using an Xbox recorder on my PC, right? So I assume the Xbox itself has its own recording software that is used on their Xboxes. So I might be getting either the last generation of Xboxes or the current generation of Xbox. And the reason why is because there are rumors of a sequel to my favorite game. And that is, my favorite game is Fable 3, but there are rumors of a Fable 4, or the name might be different, I don't know yet. But Fable 3 is still available on the previous generation of Xbox that is available, and then there's there's a new generation, just like the PlayStation 5, that is not available currently. I do plan on getting the PS5. I plan on upgrading my PC, but um, I do not yet have enough saved to where I can get the Xbox as well. However, I might end up doing that because the reason being is if the game is, my favorite game for one is still available on the Xbox One. Um, so I could play that. And technically, I already own it if I can
You
find
have
the
many
old
things I wish to
account
buy.
email. If I don't, then I'll just buy it again. It's not that big of a deal. Um, I do have it on the 360. That's what I'm talking about, Maroon. Yeah, that Dagon fellow, he is amazing. Yeah, but that is definitely something that I'm interested in. It's playing through all of Fable 3. If I could get someone else to join me, that would be great. Yo, Bear, you are loud AF. I mean, I'm probably loud as well, but, like, that Bear, man. Yeah, but the one thing is, if I do get an Xbox, I mean, I only know about the one game that I'll miss. I have every other Xbox exclusive, well, every other Xbox game that I've enjoyed on PC. So, I don't really see what I'm going to get out of it other than 2 games potentially. 2 exclusives, and they have one of them on PC, but it's only available through a code, and I don't feel like putting my trust in throwing $20 at a code right now since I don't have a job. So that kind of is. I mean, if I did have the job, if I did have a job, I should say, I would have tossed down the money for that a long time ago. Actually, I guess I might as well, because Steam still has the but it's not Steam. You can't buy it on Steam. That's right. I'd have to buy it on Amazon. I don't know what Amazon's refund policy is, especially for digital products, especially a product key for Steam. So I don't know how that would go. That's why I would like disposable income before I go for it. I mean, I guess I have some disposable income, but it's not like it's generating, like, oh, it's not like I'm working so that I get it like every week or something, you know? So that's a bit of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. So, yep. If at some point I do get a weekly or bi-weekly wage for whatever I do, whether it's YouTube or full-time or part-time job, I'll go for it. I'll go ahead and just splurge, spend those $20, see if I can get it working on PC. If I can, that would be wonderful. Especially if I could get other people to join me, because that Fable 3, wonderful game. Kind of wish they were making a remaster of Fable 3, if I'm being honest. If they made that for Steam as well, that would be wonderful. But I'd go ahead and splurge, buy an Xbox just for that game. I mean, I still have it in German, don't get me wrong, but having it to where I could record it, top notch. Let me go put this ice down somewhere else. Well, this ice mold somewhere. I will get right back to the game. I'm not going to fill up the ice mold right now. Another thing I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, I have Destiny 1 on PC. I also have it on Xbox 360, but I think that the servers are down for the 360. If anybody wants to play Destiny 1, man, if you want to do a raid, send me a message. Nope134 for the PlayStation. I absolutely adore raiding. It is wonderful. You meet some of the best and worst people. You meet some people that you get along with like no problem. Then you meet some people that are, well, you wish the worst for them, which is kind of bad to say, but some of these people are like terrible, terrible jerks. Like, don't get me wrong, some of them are good, some of them are bad, but when you have somebody with less completions in a specific raid than you do, and they're trying to tell you how to do a raid, that's just terrible. And when you have people, sure, they have hundreds and hundreds of clears, but they've been playing the game longer than you, and they try to tell you how to do a raid that you've completed 20 plus times, that gets annoying. It's like, listen, I know how to do the raid. I've completed the raid multiple times, many times. I've completed this raid. Either deal with that factor, and we can continue doing this till we get it right, or leave, or vote kick me out. I've been vote kicked out of King's Fall for asking a simple question before. My question was, and the whole group could hear me at this point, we had made it to sisters, or daughters, whichever one you want to call them. We made it to the boss fight right before Org, so we just made it through the jumping puzzle. We were waiting for like 2 other players. I asked, are we using Black Spindle or are we using Sleeper Stimulant for sisters? Because I would have used it on Oryx regardless, because it does a bunch of damage on Oryx. If the Celestial guy missed, I had 24 shots with it basically, because I could return I could use a heavy synth, plus I had 12 ammo for it. So that's something. But I asked a simple question when we were waiting on people so we can go to Sisters. I said, hey, are we using the black spindle or are we using sleeper stimulant? Just to know, because some people use black spindle, some people use sleeper stimulant. I had sleeper stimulant on at the time. The host said, we are using sleeper stimulant. F you, and removed me from the game. And then my friend sent me a message because I was friends with 4 of the 5 people aside from myself that were in there. They sent me a message like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do the raid without him. So he was the host, but he was then left by everybody, and I was invited back. We continued on with the raid, and this was like 3:10, so there was no reason for him to act like that. So, just thought I'd share. This was a while back, but I remember that happening, and I was just so confused at why I was kicked for asking a question. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we weren't even at the area waiting either. We were literally waiting on somebody else in the jumping puzzle. So I had plenty of time to switch my weapon, restock my ammo, and it would have been restocked by the time that I would need to use it. We would have been on to Oryx in a few minutes. Because daughters would have gone by just like that, most likely. As long as we had a decent runner, which if we didn't have a decent runner, then what are we doing playing the game? And I know I can run, so. I definitely need to go ahead and get some healing. I do apologize for ranting, but I don't know why that specific point in time just popped into my head, but it did. I'm sorry, but... What? I used my shout, it didn't activate. I tried to use it again, but... Did I wake you, baby? I'm sorry. I woke up my puppy. Yeah, but definitely, if anyone wants to play Destiny 1, hit me up, Nope134. This is on PlayStation 4. I might get a PlayStation 5, but that's after stock replenishes. And stock might have to replenish a few times before I'm able to actually play it, but... Never should have come. Well, now I know where your spawn is, so thanks. Das ist nicht gut. Nein. All of my healing gone in one cave. Like, how much am I going to have to prepare to start playing a game. This is ridiculous, honestly. Did I ever finish Dawn Guard? I don't think I did. I think I started it, but I don't think I finished Dawn Guard. I'll check after this. It's really sad though, because my least preferred DLC, actually it's not even DLC. Actually, is it? It might be. But my least favorite raid in all of Destiny 1 would probably have to be, I'd say Vault of Glass. I think that's an unpopular opinion, but I came into the game when King's Fall was big, like when the release of King's Fall was on disc. Right, so you got all DLCs up to King's Fall, which I think was the second to last DLC. And they said they were going to be bringing out more, but they decided to go, oh hey, we're going to create a brand new game that's alright, but definitely nowhere close to as good as the first game.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now.
Lucky dagger.
I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
%. Okay, so an additional 25% chance, or is that just a 25% chance of a crit? Because either way, that's nice. But I do believe that it needs an upgrade. What do you think? I think we should upgrade it. Am I out of carry weight? I am out of carry weight.
Good. I can hardly wait.
Looks like I have to wait a couple of in-game days. Let's go ahead and wait just this amount of time, let it go away, and we'll go for a 2-day wait. Looks like he might be staying here for the rest of the 2 days, or maybe longer, I don't know. But I'm going to be heading out of this area in 2 days in-game. So, I don't really know what to talk about, honestly. I've been ranting. My puppy. Cute puppy. My favorite Destiny raid is definitely King's Fall. I know no one asked, but that is my favorite raid regardless. It is the first raid I ever completed, I believe. I'm not completely certain. I'm almost certain that's the first raid I completed. I absolutely adore it. Let's see, so I believe there's only 3 challenges. I think there's War Priest. Everyone can only have the aura once. And then there's Golgoroth. you have to keep a specific order. So you'll label everybody 1 to 6, depending on how many people are in the game, and then you will go ahead and go according to that.
So soon? You must be hungry for a deal.
And if anyone messes up, then you fail challenge. And then you have sisters. What was their challenge again? I think sisters challenge or daughters challenge, whichever one you want to call it. I believe off the top of my head, you had to defeat them in one try or something like that. I'm not certain on them. They might not even have a challenge. But I know that Oryx, and this is actually the standard way to beat him anyways, but for Oryx, you do all 4 rounds at once. Like all 4 rounds without detonating bombs. You have you have 2 people stagger him, and you have 4 people standing ready at the bombs. Or if you have less people, let's say you have 5 people, you go ahead and have 1 person stagger him with like a Celestial Nighthawk, and then you have 4 people grab the bombs. Can I? Okay.
Sweet oblivion, soon I shall
My bad. So yeah, definitely something to look into. I would honestly enjoy playing it. I wish communities were still a thing, because my friends have not been inviting me to more of those challenges. I might see if there's a Destiny 1 Discord up, because I miss Destiny 1. It was wonderful. I was about to say Wunderbar, but I mean it's the same thing. And I feel like with my limited knowledge of German and my limited knowledge of actually, I have a limited knowledge of French, but it's like way worse than my German. I have a limited knowledge of Czechoslovakian, but I am working on both my German and Czechoslovakian first, because Deutschland und Prague is most likely my next place that I'm going to be visiting. What are you? Are you a legendary? Are you a normal? What's the deal here? If you're normal, I'm gonna try to take you on, but if you are not normal, I am probably not gonna mess with you. If you are a legendary, there's no way I'm messing with you right now. Let me tell you, my friend. Oh, it's a normal dragon. That's cool. Dragon resisted soul trap. I was kind of hoping like damage him or something. I don't know. I mean, it did damage him, but that's besides the point. Are you trying to eat the wolf? What level is that dragon? He seems pretty weak, but I mean, he'll probably still demolish me. Hey puppy, if you can wait a little while, that would be wonderful. I should probably stop saying wonderful. It doesn't matter which language I choose in German or English. Hi puppy. I have a cute puppy. Actually, let me go ahead and do a hard save, and the reason why is simply because I would like to, if he retreats for whatever reason, I'd like to have a decent chance at him again. So half health and him still flying around me is what I would consider a decent chance. I mean, I still need to get all my health, like all my healing items and stuff, but definitely a new bow might be of some use.
I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
Yeah, I'm sure we could, but like, you don't have the bow I want. No! I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. That was a waste of gold. What am I at? I am still solid with gold, but I cannot move properly.
I'm sure we can strike.
I was struggling with gold. I definitely would have been like, nope, I'm not doing that, and reset it. But I got XP. I'm gonna get XP for selling it, and I have plenty of gold plus replenishment. So. My puppy is smelly right now. I think he has to go to the restroom. So right after I'm done selling the stuff, unless he decides to go ring his bell, I'm going to bring him out after I'm done selling some stuff. I mean, I know there's a dragon right there and all, but like, priorities, not having to pick up a mess off the floor or clean a mess off the floor or whatever. Like, I guess I'd have to pick up and clean it if it was number 2, and if it was number 1, then I just have to spray it and wipe it down and then spray it again. But, you know, whatever. I'd prefer it if you just did it outside and I not have to deal with it. I could have sworn that I had purchased more stuff off of it. I definitely did. Why did I not see it? Did I miss it? What's the deal here? Because I thought I went through... Okay, I do apologize. I am definitely going to check this out later. But I think my dog is going to make a mess all over the floor, and I need to go because he is anxious at the door.